Tim.
And I'm Bear, and this is Cub
And Chub.
Hey, Tim.
Hi, how are you?
I'm good. How are you doing?
I'm just peachy-ish. Could be better, could be worse, so it's not bad. What's going on? What's going good with you?
Oh man, it's been a very intense week.
Yeah.
It's we're recording this just after Labor Day, so weird work hours, weird traveling.
Yes.
Things are just really busy, so I'm zonked. You know?
We're old.
We're old.
Are
We're so old, Tim.
Remember when you could like go down to Charlotte and like travel 6 hours and go to a concert and then come 6 hours back and then like go to sleep for 2 hours and then go to work for
oh my gosh,
hours?
Are the hours we kept at Radford?
Child, did I sleep?
No.
Did I sleep?
I
sleep? Like, I didn't.
The things we did at night and then just got up in the morning and kept doing things.
And not only did I get up, I got up wide-eyed and bushy-tailed.
You bounced up. You really
like
did.
I went to organic chemistry and wrote those notes like they should have been written.
Yeah, I would go crazy and then wake up and open that store like it was nothing with my coffee, just like another day.
Yeah. And I didn't remember. I didn't even drink coffee.
No,
I didn't like coffee. I was like, this is
natural.
And now I'm like, so I need to go and make sure that I get my Jimmy. Is it Jim Hortons? Tim Hortons.
Tim Hortons.
I was like, I need to make sure I get that so that I can make it right when I get to work. So when I go into work and say, "Hey, everybody," it's already happening. It's already working. And
you got a Tim Hortons at your job?
No, so I just go get the
pre-made
ground coffee.
Yeah, sorry, Tim Hortons is a northern thing, like in Buffalo. Like they have Tim Hortons.
It's also in Ohio for some reason.
Yeah, it's closer to. It's a Canadian company, so they have them up in Buffalo. Like we got Starbucks. That's like, where is the Starbucks? This is sorry. But now we live off of it. I can't.
It's the lifeblood of my weekdays. So
yeah, we started making iced coffee at home. Like I wake up, we got it in the house. There's a jug of it at all times in the refrigerator.
In the morning I wake up. I gotta put on my makeup. I say I gotta get my coffee.
So here's the problem. Whenever you sing and I try to clap with you, the Zoom delay makes it sound like I am not participating.
No, it's just that you claps on the ones and the threes, and it's all and I sing on the two and the fours.
Oh my gosh. Not Jordan Peele's Us. This is not right.
No, it's fine. You are, you're giving rock, and I'm giving, R&B.
Tim, what?
I'm giving rhythm and blues, you're giving rock and roll.
Yeah. No, it's fair. It's fair. Timothy, what happened?
Yes.
What happened this morning? Tell us a story.
Well, here's a little story about how I came to realize that my whole existence is never going to be seen fully. So I had to go get gas because unlike everybody else who, gets prepared and is diligent about making sure that there's fuel in their vehicles, I wait until the last possible drop has been evaporated from my vehicle before I go get some more because there's no point. Anyway, I sit there and there is a homeless man that is like coming up the street. He is a black man. And then there's another white man who is also getting gas. and he's a bigger guy. He is bigger. The homeless man starts. I can't tell if he's like talking about me or talking about the man.
Mm-hmm.
He's like, "What up, fatty? You so motherfucking fat." And all of a sudden, like literally just out of the blue, nobody was talking to him.
Wow.
And I was just like, girl, nobody was talking to you, and I'm going to continue not to talk to you.
Yeah.
However, this white man did not heed the teachings that I have for myself.
Mm-hmm.
He was like, "Oh, I'm fat, but you're a faggot." And, and he's like, "You're a motherfucking black ass faggot."
Oh,
and I'm
Jesus.
I'm like, I'm all of these things. I'm hurt. Like, listen, okay, so the argument had nothing to do with me per se.
Damn.
But all these slurs I felt.
Oh no!
I felt like attacked on all fronts. I was like, God dang!
Oh my gosh!
I was like, my goodness, who is right here? Nobody. You, homeless man, you should have left him alone. White man, why you gotta be black? Why you gotta be you don't even know if he gay. He won't fucking nobody. Like, I just don't understand where these like slurs and stuff just be coming out of the blue, just be attacked.
The escalation, it was like,
yes,
stray shots, nuclear. It's like, whoa.
I was like, well, I don't know which side.
Right.
I feel like I'm getting, like I'm Switzerland in the middle, just being pummeled. I'm like, damn, no. So I'm a fat black faggot. Like, I was like, what the fuck is going on? And meanwhile, I haven't said anything or done anything to anybody. And yet my life has been tarnished. I was like, what is going on? Meanwhile, the homeless man goes over there to the Silver Diner. Mm-hmm. And I was like, you know what? I hope he was just hangry.
Right. just hadn't had enough carbs today.
He was just mad because we were fat and getting, we already had our nourishment. And we were getting gas for our cars, which he had none of these things.
Yeah.
I understand.
Yeah, he needed some protein, sure.
But this white man went in.
He went,
he was like, you black faggot. I was like, so on both ends, I was like, are y'all talking to me? Because all of this could have been targeted to me.
Right.
I'm just like, it really sucks to be in the intersection of things.
Right. Oh, God.
I was like, next thing you know, you're going to be calling me like, I don't know what the slur is for non-binary.
Right.
Like,
but it was coming.
Might as well just put that in there too. Damn.
Oh, no.
I was just like, damn.
Now,
this was like 10 o'clock in the morning.
Right, this is before lunch. This is tough.
It is. I was like, you know what? I guess I'm the only one with sense out here. Like,
that's wild. I couldn't imagine just going there immediately. Because I would also assume that there might be some cognitive issue going on with a homeless person.
Really, honestly, it's hot, and like he had a shopping cart full of stuff.
Yeah,
it was clearly his home.
Right. And
I was just like, I get this all the time. For some reason, I feel like I incite like the homeless to be angry, and I don't exactly know why. Mm-hmm. Like it was like that in Richmond a lot.
Yeah.
Like they would just off the wall get upset, and I'm like, I don't know what I did. All I did was I'm walking home. Like I don't get it, but I don't ever return that
Yeah, that energy.
Return that hostility or anything. I'm just like, let me go ahead and continue home. Like, sorry you're houseless. Like,
have you ever been? I've been called like gay and faggot, like the drive by, like if I'm walking with somebody, like that's happened to me like sporadically in my life. Have you ever been like the direct target of that, like out and about?
Well, somebody called me indirectly a nigger queen.
Oh,
yeah.
Wow.
They. Oh, it was.
I don't know how to respond.
It was placed as my black princess.
Oh.
And it was one of the first times I had that like situation. It was during the time where like we were in the sphere of each other.
Yeah. And
a lot of different things happened in that time.
Yeah, sure. Did that come from a place of, was this a angry thing? Did he think he was actually paying you a compliment? Like, I don't
think that he was. We both know that they have their ways of saying things without saying things.
Right. Yeah.
And so it can sound like it would be a compliment, and then like you touching on my face.
Yeah.
Like that sort of like petting and then calling me that. And I'm just like, and I immediately just called it. I was like, did you just call me your queen? And he was like, and just was shut down. It was just so fucking annoying. On top of the other thing, you know what? That experience brought out the queer fat blackness of me too.
Mm-hmm.
All the times he was like, oh, could you like just put this on? And I'm like, why? Why do you want me to put this on? And lo and behold, it was to stretch it out.
Timothy. How are you're telling me this live? I have not heard either one of these stories.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
It's one thing to deal with people's prejudices and like their wording and how they're trying to dance around things. It's another thing to like take shots. And that's
the type of person that they are. They do take shots.
They do. And I mean, and I've taken shots from them. I mean, this is true.
And for me, it's just like I got done with being shot. Like, on multiple levels. I was like, I already had to deal with this from my family. I'm not going to deal with this from my quote unquote friends. So.
Well, you were in that you were in that punchline. That was pretty good.
So, you know, I cherish the times that they were good to me.
Yeah.
And that's why I can go into a room and be cordial. Because I respect their humanity, even if they don't respect mine.
So. Amen. Amen.
Amen. A woman. A they them.
So this interaction at the gas station just resolved itself? This person just walked into the diner and the interaction was over?
I mean, it was just when he finished walking past, it was just over, and I was just like,
did this white guy see you?
I mean, I was there at the pump.
Yeah.
But I mean, he already felt that way.
He clearly doesn't mind saying
comes
it, I guess.
out. Like when that spews out of your mouth, it really don't matter who's around, I guess. When it's so fervently right there in your throat to say.
It's just like, so wild.
I am inconvenient, so let me just call you derogative slurs.
Oh my God. That's just crazy.
Meanwhile, at the Black Ranch over here, me pumping my gas, I'm like, why is it not getting closer? I'm like, God, I was like, how many gallons do I have?
Yeah.
And I still had 10 gallons to get. And I was like, so I was just like, my God.
I've definitely like, I know the some of the homeless population by face here in my area.
Yeah.
I've had those interactions, and sometimes like if they come up to ask for something, if I've got something,
yeah,
I don't mind throwing a couple dollars, or if I don't have something, I'll just say, yeah, sorry, no. But I've definitely had interactions where they've had a bad day, and some of this is aggressive. So I've definitely pulled into sheets and seen somebody come towards me with like zoop, and then just like keep going, go to like. I was
the thing about it is like a lot of times, because I used to walk to and from work.
Yeah.
So I would just be walking, like my
and
scrubs on.
That strip you're going down, has a population there, yeah.
Going downhill, and somebody just like, yo, oh yeah, you froze for a second.
You did too. You're coming back. You're coming back. Hey, there you are.
Am I okay now?
Yeah, you're back.
All right. It says the connection is unstable. Anyway, but I just never understood why. Like, I mean, I guess we have bad days.
Yeah. You
just seeing me, it's just like, I'm like, okay, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Like, anyway, but like,
Ooh, gonna break out that.
But it is what you know what I'm saying. Like, I don't want to like incite more anger, so I'm not gonna say it to you. But I've done nothing to deserve this. All I did was I got out of work. I just came home from work.
Yeah.
I just scanned my badge and scanned out. That's what I did.
Spewing hate.
And sometimes I was there for 13, 14 hours. I could have been like, you know what, bitch?
Right. Well, I'm glad we can laugh about it, but that's some ripe television movie writing right there. Like the scene of you in the middle and this happening, like that's comedy gold. That's pretty good.
Yeah. I was like, Issa, where are you? Right. Like, let's write this. Let's get this together. Like, I know that, they have the Greg series that needs to come out, but
my God.
They also need to be doing mine.
Yes.
Right after that. Like,
yeah, we gotta get your
surviving.
Like, we gotta get your biography ghost written so we can get this script sold.
Yeah. I think it's more of a script than a book, to be honest.
I think that's fair.
Yeah, like I found that even say if I'm on like Growler or something, like my picture, no. My conversation, that's what it is.
Yeah, I think I see it as a mini-series.
Not multiple. I see at least like 20 episodes, maybe 2 seasons.
Yeah, broken over,
Yeah.
Like short, a short run done really well. A dramedy, right? Because
like kind of like how they're doing Bel Air now.
Yes, yes.
But like a little more heavier on the comedy because Bel Air is, while those people are beautiful, they are acting their ass off.
Yeah, no, they're dancing. No, I think I think there's something in there about, because I don't know, the subject matter is so heavy for the script. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, but like I feel like you gotta be able to throw some comedy in there. Like, yeah, a lot of comedy actually. I mean, literally, just throw me in there. I'm good. Like,
that's the thing. I think it's your springboard, right? We use it as like this is like what's his name from Fast and Furious? Vin Diesel.
Oh,
his first movie that he did was it wasn't called biracial, it was called bifacial or something. It was something about how he had a hard time getting roles because of his racial ambiguity, because of the way he looked. Uh-huh. Yeah, so like and the first movie he did was like this thing that he wrote and was in, and it got all this like heat on him, and then it became.
I just thought I was gonna be like the next Ellen, like
could be a good Ellen. You could just be like a decent Ellen.
We just listen. I'm not being hateful to nobody.
No.
I'm just gonna be up here dancing, and I'm gonna be I'm gonna be a hodgepodge between Ellen and like Oprah and Jennifer Hudson. Like,
Yes.
like that's me.
So yeah, when I hear things like that Ellen was terrible to work for. Jimmy Fallon was in the news this week because of an expose about his work environment being quite terrible.
Well, you know what? I feel like if you're on TV every single day and you have to have like a certain amount of happy to give the camera,
yeah,
maybe you're I'm not saying that these people didn't experience like a horrible like work environment, but like I don't know how much energy you could give to like everybody else behind the scenes.
well, yeah, and I think that's fair. I think like seeing somebody's TV persona and then expecting them to be that all the time.
Yeah,
Like,
everybody ain't gonna get $10,000. They're just not. Like,
no, and these people are human just like everybody else. But to cultivate a workplace of like that kind of level of stress and resentment, it's like if I found out that Kelly Clarkson is terrible, or that J Hud was, I'd be like,
she's black by popular demand.
she's loved, and
we love Kelly Clarkson. We love Paramore. We love.
wait. I got there. Sorry, but I was like,
Haley Williams is loved.
No, I thought you were insinuating that Kelly Clarkson was in Paramore because of the way you said it. I was like,
oh no, baby, girl,
no. They don't all look alike. I
this
mean,
ain't an Aunt Rachel moment.
Let me Google how.
I know my white history.
That's right. I know my white ladies. I just saw that this week and I was like, but yeah, you could be the good Ellen. I'm down. Yeah,
I can see that.
Oh, yeah, I'm down for that.
If I'm mad, like I'll just have a sign on me and be like, "This isn't the day."
Yeah, today's not the day. We're just gonna cut away to somebody else. Like now, somebody else is gonna perform and just have a good time. Sorry. So Tim, let me ask you: have you? And we can figure out how you want to talk about this. You came from a rather large family, like between your mother and father and siblings and cousins, right?
Yeah. So like my mother had a shit ton of siblings and they all have kids.
Yeah.
But my father had like 3 brothers and a sister, but they all had kids.
Yeah, wasn't your mom like one of 20 or something?
Yeah. It was a shit ton of them. I don't get how you can be having kids for 20 years. Like
that's one of those things that whenever I think about that fact that I know, I'm like, I must exaggerate that number. Right?
No,
like I'm like, oh no, I got to 20 in
the same vagina, same sperm.
Yeah. Oh
20.
God. Poor grandmother.
Like 20 years of pushing out things.
Yeah.
From your body, ejecting crotch seeds from your body. I could not do it.
Man, they must have.
I mean, what else are you gonna do? There's no like TV. Like, they're poor. They don't have condom money. Like,
oh my gosh. Yeah. No, I was curious because I just got back from a family reunion. And we are all connected to this part of the family is all from my dad's side, and that lineage lives in a part of the western part of Virginia, not West Virginia, the western part of Virginia. That is a big distinction out there in Southwest Virginia.
Explain that to people is crazy.
Yeah, it's a lot. Just like Nova is technically, they like to think of it.
It's not. It's its own sentence.
It's its own situation.
It's
DC. Yeah. But I went to our first like family reunion for that part of the family in like 20 years, and we used to do it like every summer in the 90s. And then people,
Get
have
older.
kids and get older.
Disperse.
And my great grandparents who lived in Saltville their entire lives, they passed away. Papa passed away in 99 and Boo passed away in 2006. So after they passed, it was one of those things where they were running it, they were there, so we just kind of stopped going. And I went back for the first time in 20 years with Al this past weekend. And like almost nobody in the family like lives in Saltville anymore.
Oh.
It was like a pilgrimage to
not the Mecca.
Yeah, to Mecca. Coming from Virginia Beach and Richmond and
coming back
areas.
Coming back to your roots.
Coming back to your roots. And but I brought Al with me, and I was definitely like, I don't know, like even as a kid, I knew that I was an oddball in the family. I knew I was the sensitive one, and I was kind of like, I felt othered. Like I knew that about myself without knowing what was going on at the time. But like going back there for the first time in 20 years and like bringing my partner into a rural area of Virginia where there is no cell service, by the way. So the
Bible Belt. Like you have Jesus and that's it.
Jesus, yeah, don't need T-Mobile or Verizon with their towers out here. And so
prayer. Like that's
but it's one of those things like I stressed about it like the entire time we've been planning this. I'm like, I don't want to bring Al into a situation where if I have a feeling something might go sideways, why am I bringing somebody I love into that situation? Like, should I, I was questioning that the whole time, just wondering, and it drives me crazy. And we got there, and I have a set of cousins. I think they're like second cousins once removed. I don't really know how that works. It's my dad's first cousin's kids, and we're all the same age.
It's your dad's first cousin.
Yeah, they're children.
So that's like your third cousins.
See, that's what we called them. We called them third cousins, like growing up.
Yeah,
but I looked it up and something, and it was one of the once removed things.
So okay, so if it's your dad's cousin,
yep.
So you're second cousins to your dad's cousin.
Yes. So I think I think it's second cousins once removed because of the marriage that comes in at that point.
Oh,
so it makes it the once removed thing. But I think locally we always call them third cousins.
Yeah, I mean, essentially you're able to fuck, and there's no genetic issues if you do.
Yeah, well, yeah, and that's very important out in the western part of Virginia. You got to do what you got to do to keep
point that out there.
But we got there, and I'm stressing the whole time, like, I don't know, and I don't want to put up with people's bullshit. And we got there, and the first thing that happens is that we get to downtown Saltville for the Labor Day concert. They're doing. They now have 2 stoplights. They got the first one, and it was a big thing. They now have 2 stoplights in Saltville.
Wow! And they have a whole downtown.
They have a whole downtown. The Piggly Wiggly shut down. They got food.
Oh no!
They got Food City now.
So what is the soul of
Piggly Wiggly? Oh my gosh, that Piggly Wiggly. But anyway, we got downtown. They cut off all the streets downtown for this big like kind of outdoor festival for Labor Day weekend. And we get there, and I immediately see these third cousins that are our age, and I have a lot of affection for. Loved those summers with them out in Saltville. So I see them, and we're walking up, and one of the cousins' girlfriends kind of lets out an excitement when they see me and Al. And she kind of squeals. And I lean in, and I said, Jamie, like, what was that about? He goes, she was just very excited that the gays were here, like some normalcy. And I was like,
not some normalcy, girl. Well, the gays are here, honey.
The gays are here. That's right. We're here, and we're ready to labor our day. And they like... And it's so different. You walk in thinking that the other is going to be the thing that gets at you. and nobody cares about us because they're just getting food and doing whatever. They don't give a shit. But they were like, yes, the queers are here. Like, we're
Not to mention, like, I'm sure you're not out there with crop tops talking about like, where's the pride? Like,
no. I think we were identified as the queers from our Facebook connections. They're like, oh, the gay cousins.
We have gays.
Gays are spicing up Saltville. So
that's when you should have went through and been like, well, actually, I'm bi.
You know the space is white. Give them the bi erasure talk. I was just excited to be. I'm just happy to be seen. You know, some places pasty when me and Al are the spice. Do you know what I mean? You know what I mean?
I didn't want to say it.
I mean.
And I'm just I didn't mean it as in like you personally and Al personally. I mean like when white gays are the spice.
When white gays are the spice. Wild. We were downtown, and I kid you not, Tim, I didn't see, save for the Chinese food stand, there was nobody of any other makeup or creed other than white that we saw all day. Oof. And we went to leave, and I saw a motherly figure walking what I assumed was her daughter, a white daughter, and a young black girl that probably 8 or 9. Like, she was walking them to the Labor Day Fest. And I looked at the girl and I was excited to see somebody that was
not you now being the person that is like excited to see the differences.
I was like, oh yay. But then I was immediately like, where is your
where's your support?
Where's your support? I'm like, you poor thing. I was like, maybe she's visiting. I don't know, but you know,
all I need to know is why you and Al didn't get right in front of her and protect her while she was going through.
This is the thing. I making assumptions. I'm like, maybe she's adopted. I don't know what's going on here, but I was like, where's your support, baby girl? I want to make sure.
You just have to make sure that they're getting to where they need to go.
That's right.
Safely.
That's right. Coming in as your backup.
Yeah.
But yeah, and I joke because of where we are and assumptions about people in that area and a lot of that stuff. But it was a good experience overall. But there's that anxiety about meeting up with. I know, like, off camera that your connection with your family has changed over time.
Oh, absolutely. Well, I mean, to be honest, like, it's just physically what it's always been. So, like, I've always felt disconnected, but
gotcha.
Now it's physically a disconnection.
Gotcha. Okay.
It's one of those things where, like, yes, we were a huge family. We were together a lot. And our house was the place that a lot of things culminated. A lot of our family reunions were at my house. Christmases were at my house. A lot of, birthdays and stuff were at our house.
Yeah.
But I was a very introverted, sensitive, homosexual, and did not want to be found out as such because I didn't see that reflected in anybody else.
Yeah.
And along with everything else, it's just like I felt like I was off every path that was created. So I hid in my closet, my literal closet, reading books and writing poetry most of the time.
Yeah.
And crying and praying to God that I was not consistently this person, or not only like praying the gay away, but also like praying for confidence to be in front of people and because I did want to be a singer, and I did have but I was too nervous to be in front of people because you're sitting there and it felt emotionally naked.
Yeah.
In front of my family because they literally birthed me. So I didn't want to feel that way. So I would hide. But so now it's one of those things where it's like, they may. I mean, this was almost 2 decades ago. So, well, decade and a half. So, like, they're probably used to it now, but at first it was like, why won't you let us like in?
Yeah.
Sometimes, and little things that they would say would bother me and whatnot. And I was 22 years old, so I was like, girl, you're not gonna make me feel any type of way. I haven't been through the most harshest shit I've ever been through, and I'm not gonna have you like making me feel like I'm 10 again.
Yeah.
So that that's not. I'm not close with my family because I was never truly close with them to begin with.
Yeah.
Um,
I got you.
so, but I get like being nervous around um coming to see people who you haven't really like engaged with for 2 decades. So
Yeah.
I can understand how that would be nerve wracking, and also you're bringing somebody else new who don't know any parts of.
Yeah.
They don't have any ties to them, and it's like, oh, so all they know is like this interaction that's about to happen.
Yeah. Yeah.
So whatever happens is that.
But you know, Al, he was there for 5 seconds, and I always think that I'm the more social one. This bitch gets there, and he's setting up
Yeah,
D&D games. He's chatting with all the
absolutely.
girlfriends, like all of the like people who are married and are dating into the family. He's got them. I'm like, this bitch.
Yeah. That's the thing is like, I think people will fit in where they're going to fit in.
They'll find the puzzle piece. Yeah.
Yeah, they'll be like, either I'm going to be like, for me, when I came to I think it was your dad's birthday or something.
You came to North Carolina, right? That trip, or which one are you talking about?
It was like your dad's birthday, surprise birthday party or something.
Oh, that was in Williamsburg. Yeah, I was
Yeah.
thinking about your trip to North Carolina for the meat fest and to my uncle's place, but
Oh yeah. But like, I choose to remember the times that I met Jenny. Shout out to Jenny.
shout out to Jetty.
Yeah, and so I found my tribe there, and I was fine. Not to mention, like, your nieces and nephews are pretty much the Kardashians at this point. So. Like, are they North?
Oh my
Like,
gosh. I think Kayla and Davon, who I think they both still listen to this podcast, I think they're gonna love that. So that's gonna be great.
yeah.
Hi, nieces and
Hi,
nephews.
y'all. Love y'all.
Tim, you got any shout outs this week?
So I want to shout out, it's Virgo season.
It's Virgo season.
And we have some of our favorite Virgos, Beyonce. We also have Kiki Palmer. You have
I think Billy Porter.
Billy Porter is the GOAT. And also like Tom Hardy. So
I saw Tom Hardy on the agenda and I was like, do you speak Tom Hardy? Because I speak Tom Hardy.
So I know about Tom Hardy.
Okay.
I know he exists. I also know that he's very much like, why does my sexuality matter to anything that I'm doing? And I love that. Like,
it's him and his dog, and I'm like, yeah.
And I'm just like, put your venom inside of me, and that's fine. Like, along with Idris Elba, who also
Aegis
can put that venom inside of me. And like all your good. Oh, and my favorite, Crystal.
Oh, is Crystal? Oh, I didn't realize that. Nice.
The Virgo queen. Yes, she is. She's everything. Crystal from the Read. Happy Virgo season for you.
Happy Virgo season. Hope back to school's going okay, Miss Crystal.
Oh yeah, I'm sure it is. She is a Virgo, so
so she's fine.
She's fine. What about you? You got any shout outs?
I don't have any shout outs this week. I will say, if we can roll into what's making us live, Happy Endings has a podcast that they're like currently recording for
wow.
So my favorite show of all time is Happy Endings.
Yes.
It's like tied with 30 Rock, but it's just I don't know. It's just so good. But anyway, Happy Endings.
The gay character. Like,
say what?
The gay character is.
Adam Pally. Yeah.
Like
Max. Yeah. Jesus. So it's him and Penny Hart's Casey Wilson. They both host it. And they basically they talk to all the cast members. They talk to the writers. Casey's married to the guy that created the show, so it's like a family affair. And amazing. And so Casey hosts a podcast network called Garbage something, and it's her and her best friend. And basically, it started as like a housewives podcast. So it's called.
You've told me about this.
Yeah, Bitch Sesh. But they've kind of branched out, and they have like multiple different types of podcasts, really all related to like reality TV, and them just making jokes. But within that, they're like producing this Happy Endings podcast, and they released 2 snippets, one with Damon Wayans Jr. And one with Elijah. I don't remember her. Jane, his wife, the blonde.
Oh, okay.
They released 2 snippets, and it's so funny, it's so good, and I'm like, when is this coming out? I sent Casey like a message on Instagram. I'm like, hey, just wanted to ask, like, do you know?
Not you DMing folks.
DMing celebrities. Like, just, do you know when it's going to drop? Because I really want this.
Like, DJ Bearbones, just want to let you know. Did you do it from that account?
I did.
You should.
DJ Bearbones hit you up. Hit you up, Casey Wilson. So, yeah. I was desperate. These are the things that make me happy. I need this now. So yeah, if you guys haven't watched Happy Endings, it's 3 short seasons, 30-minute comedy. It's one of the things I forced him to watch when we lived together, and converted him.
It was cute. I definitely love Damon Wayans Jr. He's more my age. I also love his dad.
The whole family.
The whole family. Honestly, Kim Wayans is funny too.
Yeah.
Sean was fine and sort of funny.
Marlon
is funny. Like knee slapping funny.
Yeah.
Yeah, like Keenan Ivory. Woo!
Yeah.
And Shaft, or was it Shane? Shaft? I think it was Shaft. No, it wasn't Shaft. It was something else. The listeners will know. Well,
okay.
I don't know. Like they
We'll
might.
see.
I don't know. Look it up.
Tim, what's making you live this week?
I have no idea because I'm not prepared.
Are you excited about any certain state in our country?
Oh yeah, I've been looking at Connecticut because I might be moving there for a little bit.
Yeah.
And it's giving a lot more diversity than I thought it was going to be, according to TikTok.
The TikTok data shows. Yeah.
It's giving, a percentage of brown. So
okay.
I'm excited for that. I'm also excited to see Lucy LaDuca or Robin Fierce. I hope we could become best friends.
You and Robin need to meet up. Yeah.
Amethyst, I will see you. Well,
Robin liked her at one point, so maybe there's something there. Who knows?
Yeah, sure.
I love you, Amethyst. I think you're funny and underrated. I love you.
I think you're interesting. Yeah. But I'm ready to let loose. And it's only funny because she was so stiff.
So stiff. She couldn't possibly let loose, Tim. It would kill her.
I mean, and if Jax goes to see his white parents, I will go. I will see them as well.
So good.
So looking forward to Connecticut.
I'm looking forward to come and visiting you in Connecticut. So
I know. no. Well, I'll be there during the fall. So
You gonna be there? You gonna be there in the?
No. So like I'm like it's only gonna be a few months. Like it's not gonna be too much. It's not gonna be.
I guess with the current weather patterns, it might still be like 70 degrees.
It's global boiling at this point, girl. The Earth is pissed.
I was like, you're gonna have a harsh New England winter. I'm like, no, you're not.
Bro, I don't even know if they have that anymore. Like the polar ice caps are melting.
It's literally
the Earth is dead. We're basically cleaning up a corpse. Like no.
So last season.
Earth is good. No, I'm just playing.
Well, I'm excited for your new opportunities and new journeys.
Yes.
Fun stuff.
Gonna be shaking my titties in Connecticut.
Tim, where can people find us?
You can find us anywhere you can find Miss Frizzle and the Magic School Bus.
Woo,
you can find
going
them
up
inside of people. You can find them inside of a hive, maybe the beehive. You can find them at the schoolhouse, not shot. You can also find us at cubandchub.com, where we protect Black women and everyone of the like.
That's right, cubandchub.com. You can send us a message if you want to email us at wearecubandchub@gmail.com. Again, that's wearecubandchub@gmail.com. Let us know what you think. Let us know what you thought about the last 2 episodes. A little recap of it, just like that.
Yeah.
Tim, that was so much fun. I'm so glad we did that.
I know. It was one of our the longest podcasts, but I listened to them and I didn't feel like it was a long time. So
no, I love listening to me too. It was really good.
I mean, your voice is very melodic.
Aww.
It is.
Well, you're the reason. I mean, I laugh because of you. Like those summaries, especially in part 2, had me cackling. I mean, so good.
What can I say? I'm a writer.
That's right. That's right, Carrie. Oh my gosh. But yeah, if you guys want to hear us, recap anything else or give feedback on anything going on in pop culture, email us. Let us know what you think. We'd love to hear from you.
I think we should do something Black next. Like,
I'm down, yeah. Like what?
Know, maybe Crooklyn. I don't know.
Okay. I'm gonna let you guide us on that.
No, thank you.
Okay, all right. Well,
I'm envisioning like a banter that's gonna go too far.
Okay. Gotcha.
So maybe we'll just do Lean on Me and we'll call it what it is.
We're gonna take this off air. Everybody have a great week. We
you
love
smoke crack, don't you? I love you. Bye.
Bye.